stream. All right. Orlando's here. We're gonna make black bean soup today. And I always like to make sure that I'm live streaming well on YouTube. And I got a few things to talk about, right? Got a few things to talk about, but today, okay, yeah, I'm good. Okay, yes. There. All right, I'm back. I was stuck there for a moment, but I see that I am okay now and streaming like I need to be. Maybe my video isn't working as good as I think it is. Okay. So today we're making black bean soup and I'm trying to kind of like unwind. I didn't do any food prep or anything like that. Normally I chop my onions. So I'm probably going to sit here and cry when I'm chopping my onions and talking to you, but I'm thinking maybe some of the chopping might help me get rid of some of my aggression. What's happening, Pumpkin? This is Orlando. Orlando is here today to help me make my black bean soup. I'm needing to multitask today. I'm super busy, even though what happens when I turn the light on here? Maybe that does something, right? I might need it while I'm cooking, so maybe let me check on the lighting here. I guess I should like work out the lighting before I actually really start. I suppose I don't know if that makes any difference. I don't know if I like that as well. Okay. And you know what else? I forgot to get my glasses. So anyway, a lot's going on, and but I still wanted to do a video, and I like doing these cooking videos, and I made this batch of black bean soup a couple of weeks ago. My mom has a friend that makes tamales, and she's from Guatemala, and they were Guatemalan style tamales. And I made this black bean soup to go along with it, but I've already eaten it. That's how good it is, and it's super simple to make. Now the recipe, you can make it with pan, but I like using my crock pot, so I'm just going to put these beans into those crock pots and in the crock pot. And the recipe, I guess I should like pull it up here for a second. I just wanted to say what is going to be the ingredients in it. Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out to my product that I'll have here soon, and I am affiliate, so I do make a commission on it. But it's for rabbit pellets, and it's a discount for rabbit pellets, smart food rabbit pellets, and for small animals. And you know what? Here at Not My Rabbit Hole, we do love your rabbits. So that'll be included following this particular broadcast. It's not here now, but if you're not watching this in real time, it will be included. So here's what's in the recipe. Here's what's in the recipe. There. All right, here we go. 10 of you are watching. Yay. Okay, so here's what's in the let me go get my glasses. I'll be right back. See, Orlando's over there. Do you see him? There's Orlando. Yeah, I'll probably be adding some other small cat food here to this ad too as well, because There's Petco has some specials also on kitty food, and as well as on dog food as well. Okay, so what? Okay, so you want to do. Here are the ingredients: 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 large yellow onion chopped, 1 large carrot. But I have baby carrots, so I'll probably be using that today. 1 celery ribbed, 1 red bell pepper stemmed, seeded, and chopped, 4 cloves of garlic minced. Okay, and then it says 60-ounce work hands black beans, rinsed and drained. But we're gonna do this, okay? And 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 bay leaf. I don't really like bay leaves. I just skip them really. And kosher salt and black pepper to taste. 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, and 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. And I did get some fresh cilantro for today. Wow, there's none of you here already. You like cooking shows. Hi, Yeshua Yod. Yod Hey Vav Hey Yahweh. This I subscribe. All right, thank you for subscribing, Sunset. Is it Sunset 12H? I think maybe that's what you said. Okay. Well, thank you for subscribing and being part of the Not My Rabbit Hole show. All right, so a lot's happening. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff going, pull some stuff out of the refrigerator, get things started. Hopefully this isn't too annoying for you. But in the meantime, I want to share some music that I'm on Suno.com. So for Not My Rabbit Hole, I've created songs for the show because they're fun. And also, you can do different genres and this and that. And also, I don't have to worry about the rights anymore. Like my music is original here on this channel. And so let me just play. Let me play a song for you as we. This one is actually indie rock. Jersey Club trap, and it's also got violins. It's like classical music mixed with a rock sound, which I kind of like that blend. So I'm going to go ahead and play this while I'm getting things ready, and I'll be right back. Whoops, there we go. I know this sounds sad, but my I have this cutting board and it just broke recently. I know it's a bummer. And so if anybody wants to donate so I can get a new cutting board, I'm at hollywoodhemptress@gmail.com. Or I do take super chats. So yeah, I mean but anyways, we're gonna make do. I'm living the college life because I decided to go back to college about 4 years ago, I guess. Like I came back, I moved back to Fresno in 2021 from Los Angeles, and I attained a degree in digital journalism. And now I'm working on my MFA for creative nonfiction writing. So I am kind of, you know, unlike what David Schurter says, I'm being accused by a crazy guy of being a child trafficker. And that is not true. I'm actually a college student who has a broken chopping board. But we're going to make do today because nothing stops us here at Not My Rabbit Hole. It's a hashtag fueled tension brew. Opinions clash like unstoppable. A digital break where patience shatters with each fiery scatter just retweets. Clashes and echoes. They say that the pen's mightier than the sword. Well, mine's a keyboard. So go to war if that's what makes you feel alive. I'll take it personally. Don't take it offline. It's like a drug. It's poison in my mind. My thumb is the trigger. I've got you in my sights. If it's so part of God's plan, I'd like to have a word with them. I'm not a fan. So take me to war. I hope it makes you feel alive. All right. I'll take it personally. A special thank you and a shout out to AI Grift Patrol for doing a super chat for $4.99. Thank you, very cool. All right, now I'll just let this song just finish in just a second. Very, very cool. Thank you. I'll be able to get, I'm sure, the new cutting board awaits me. Get offline. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So here's a little update as I start to get into the onion here. There's a woman named Sarah Rachel Adams, and for those of you who I'm sure probably all of you know who she is pretty much, but let me just repeat it again so you get what's the story of what's going on here. Sarah Rachel Adams came out on YouTube in like what you would call like UFO conspiracy channels. Miles Johnston from the Basis Project, Carrie Cassidy. I was on a network called Revolution Radio, and there was also, so there's Revolution Radio, and there was also American Freedom Radio that I was on. And I had interviewed Sarah a couple times back then in the day. She was connected to the super soldier movement or conspiracy or whatever you want to call it. Men who stare at goats, psychic soldiers, and all kinds of other stories. And so she started there. She was really into healing, essential oils, psychic healing, things like this. I was interested into that topic, and I interviewed her. And then later on, I found her practices to be fraudulent. Most recently, she conducted a mushroom ritual where she got a synthetic form of it at a dispensary on the East Coast. I believe it might have been Maryland. And she took it over to Jupiter, Florida, and did a mushroom ritual with Steve Harvey, the comedian Steve Harvey, Family Feud Steve Harvey. Okay. Miss Universe pageant, Steve Harvey, right? Yeah. Kings of Comedy, Steve Harvey. His son and his daughter-in-law were part of doing a documentary, and his daughter-in-law had an issue with her liver, and Sarah was saying that she could help her, right? Well, what happened was is that both of them, both Sarah and Amanda Harvey, had to be intubated. And some of us online have done shown the body cam footage, done commentary on it. And I was privy to get the police interviews and did commentary on that. And Sarah has been going to people. This is what I'm beginning to wonder what's going on online. All right. So let me just I'm going to show you. I want to bring down and see if I can show me cutting. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna show because I have a cam here. If I pull it out, let me see where you can see me cut. Because I'm wanting to do a flat lay, but then I can't do it with this unless. Sorry, I'm just sort of adjusting how you can see me chop something. Maybe we'll just chop it. I know, here. Yeah, no, it's going to be here in the shot. Okay, and then I'm in the shot at the same time. All right, chopping the onion. So Sarah had contacted David Sherter, and David Sherter is, well, let me get to the point. Culminatingly, you need to know this. Sarah Rachel Adams' Facebook account was taken down, suspended for 180 days, and she may not get it back. Once your Facebook account, see, like on Facebook, you can get 2 or 3. You might get in trouble. You might be in Facebook jail for like 3 years or so. All right, and then okay, so you might be in jail, but people have been in jail on Facebook. Nothing like being in your 50s and having to go be in Facebook jail, right? As adults, because like Facebook's kind of an older person's platform if you're gonna look at social media in terms of demographics. But she got suspended, meaning that her entire profile is gone. Okay. And she has been sharing, I don't know if this is the reason, but she's been sharing some stuff that of defamation that David Sherter's been doing. Okay. And David Sherter played. Uh, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Maybe I should have cut before I talk. Can you cut onions and talk at the same time? Yes, I can, and I will. All right. So she contacted David Sherter on December 18th. I remember the day because David Sherter has said it. And she offered him some money. David Sherter claims that Sarah, in his own admission, I've clipped a video of this, where Sarah offered him $5,000, he says, to take me down. Okay. And you know what's good about broken halves? I'm like, this is a weird cooking show, people. This is weird. All right. It's like college student cooking show, right? No, really. Black bean soup can go a long way, especially when you make a big pot of it. And sometimes I offer it to other people. Like there's another student here that was kind of broke for a while, and I had made some cabbage soup, which I did here. The cabbage soup I made, and I offered him a little bit as well. So anyway, by the way, it's good to see I drip patrol here because uh, I- a lot of the people that are involved with this harassment of others are kind of all linked in an interesting fabric, and they vacillate between one another, which makes me wonder if it's just not a network that money does flow between people. They have YouTube channels, and then they go out and they spread defamation on people whom they want to have, like, ruined online. People that they want to have, for example, Thomas Schoenberger is a person that's part of it, right? Thomas Schoenberger was involved with a company called Shadowbox, and it was I'm kind of rambling here. I wanted to talk about David Sher, but I think this background's important. Thomas Schoenberger had a company called Shadowbox. It's mentioned in the Daily Beast, and in a Daily Beast article by Will Summers. We all know this. A lot of us, maybe that you guys are tuning in, you should probably know this already, what the article was and who's mentioned in it. There, Trevor Fitzgibbons is mentioned in it, who was Julian Assange's publicist, probably still is. Thomas Schoenberger, Defango, Manuel Chavez, which is a person that David Schurter persecutes on his channel, and has been a long time, was an associate of Thomas Schoenberger's at that time. They were both representing Shadowbox. And the thing behind Shadowbox was cyber guerrilla tactics to defame somebody online, and using bots and defamation. It's like you go after your enemy and make your enemy the bad guy, was like the premise of it. Now there's a lot of controversy around Shadowbox and who was part of it, who was on the board, and Beth Bogart said it was never a company, and now my eyes are going to water because the onions are starting to get to me, but whatever, I'll just have to cry right here about everything. Okay. And so all this stuff goes on. So then about last year, I think. Now there's a guy who's it goes by Hoax Wars, and Thomas Schoenberger posted that he was going to give Shadowbox to Hoax Wars, which originally when that company was made, it was the person who put the money in it and took out, I don't know if it was an LLC, but it was the 501c3. I think it's supposed to be like a nonprofit with a board on it or something. Anyways, whatever was taken out was taken by Michael A. Levin, who is, according to the Cicada 3301 ARG game website, is co-founders with Thomas Schoenberger. Okay. So basically what we're talking about is we're talking about dark PR, okay, or what you would call underhanded PR campaigns. And one of the people that this has been done to, that's been getting a lot of talk about, is the actress Blake Lively. Okay. So over the film production and some sexual harassment that she went through. So this is the kind of stuff they do. And what's really interesting is even David was talking about how his video today was botted, meaning that they had, they were increasing the number of people in his chat and his views. And so that is a tactic that Thomas Schellenberger does. Now, the reason why I mentioned Hoax Wars is because Hoax has done. I'm really watering now. Hoax has done uh, a lot of defamation on numerous people. AI grift patrol. Adam Camacho had a issue with hoax, but they made up, and so they no longer have a conflict with one another. But hoax has been around for a really long time, and he goes back to All Seeing You. All right, before I even came into the picture. And All Seeing You has done several videos talking about how she was hired by certain individuals. Um, I my message from my mom just popped up. I got a new dish rack at Target. So I took a picture of it and I go, I got a new dish rack at Target, for the dishes. It was really cheap. It was only like $20 or something like that. And not anything really big, but I needed it. So getting back to Hoax Wars goes all the way back to I'll See You. We're talking 2017, where they did a lot of this stuff, got paid on Steam It, and caused a lot of drama. Sock puppet accounts, attacking people, accusing people of things that they're not guilty of. There's a really good video to watch about this. It's called Operation Unaliven. Use the other word, right? There's a really good copy. I have a copy of it on my Rumble channel, and there's a really good copy of it on Pavana's channel if you want to go into that. But a lot of you guys have already seen it. See, I mean, I figured most of you who are tuning in right now, like I'm preaching to the choir. So with this split with Adam Camacho, right? Some of the players who've harassed me, along with Thomas Schellenberger, because for me, the harassment all comes from a certain group. And one of the players is Blazing Scar. And then you have Liz Moldavan, who is connected to a lot of predator catcher people. Telly, who I really don't know all that well. And it's just spilling over where there's always been a division between these two groups. But since I did my interview with him, because that happened when the reconciliation of hoax came to happen, there's a lot of mudding, and there's still division happening, and sort of an alignment between people over something that, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know how it really concerns them. I mean, if Adam Camacho and Owen Benjamin are having a legal dispute between another, that's between he and Owen. I don't see why these other people, and they say things, and I just want to point out, they say really, see, what I don't like about them, and everybody has a channel, everybody can talk about what they want, whatever, right? But they bring a racist aspect to it. Like, for example, one of Liz's videos calls Adam Beaner, and Blazin has posts of him, the cockroach picture, which is also something that's meant to be racially insulting. Okay, because Adam it has has a Hispanic black background. Okay. Um, And and the thing of it is that I find these kind of behaviors to be indicative of a belief system and an alignment with a group of people. You know, I mean, Host Wars has posted, the person who's behind Host Wars has posted racial things, insulting things on his X, and other postings, and some of these people who have aligned themselves with certain sentiments, and I'm not going to repeat them again because I've already said them, but and they deny it, but I've got proof in the videos. I got proof of the footage. You can when you do something online, whether you take it off or not, if someone screenshots it, it really exists forever. Like, you should really be concerned about what you say on the internet and what you post, right? So you have to like think about what, because you are affecting the algorithm. And if the algorithm is saying that you make white supremacist comments, you know, in your in anything, in selling of your book, in whatever you're doing online, those statements will probably not disappear and they will probably be a marker on you as long as it's up, as long as it's in the algorithm. Now, if somebody else accuses you of being that, but doesn't show any proof of that, well, then that's different. Then that person's liable for slander. But if you can be proved, I proved it. I don't call anybody anything like that unless I can show an example of them doing it. Right? Otherwise, anything's hearsay. And every person that I have said they have done those things, I have shown an example of that. I can source what I'm saying. Okay. So what I'm beginning to think, and what David Schroeder is like really upset about, and I will play a little bit of that in the background here, is that I started blogging again. I've been having this notmyrabbithole.com website that I've been paying on for like 3 years, and I only had like 4 things posted on it, right? And it's been hard since I've been in school, but I've decided to make a commitment to writing, because I think sometimes when I write this, it's a lot more easier to understand than it is sometimes for me just to do a video about it. Like, when you write something, it's in words. Like, people can go back and read it. They can go back and source it. They can go back and reread exactly what you wrote. Like, when you do a video, somebody goes, take it and go, oh, she said this, she said that, she did this, she did that. Maybe even like color it. But when you write something, it's like math for communication in a way. I mean, yeah, you can write something that sounds biased and is not factual or whatever. But yeah, if you read that, if you really pay attention to, the article that I wrote, uh, I actually sourced. Hopefully, I don't chop my finger off here. I actually sourced my information in links, circling back to the proof of the statements that I made in that article. See how that works? And today, well, you know what? I thought maybe while I'm chopping, let me just go ahead and play my reading of that article a bit while I'm chopping my food. Okay. So, all right, this is okay, this is my article, right? A GoFundMe hitman story. Like and a share, you do like this. Here we go. Oh yeah, I play music for a bit, so I'll let the music play. I'm gonna go to the place that's the sweetest bed. When I lay me down to die, I'm going up to the Twinkie in going on up to the Twinkie in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. Okay, I have to chop the garlic now. Okay, I'm gonna eat a little piece of onion. All right, I gotta chop the garlic now. Let me look at my recipe again. 4 garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna do 4 garlic cloves. All right, we're gonna do that. I am gonna skip ahead a little bit on my. I'm gonna skip ahead on here to where I stop playing music because I want to get them showing the road here. All right, this is just part of my theme song. I'll play this. All right, welcome to Not My Rabbit Hole. And I'm going to get to, I realize that some of you guys are in the chat now and making comments. So welcome to the live stream. And I will address your comments that you make after I do the reading of my blog post. So believe it or not, I haven't been saying this, but I do have a blog at notmyrabbithole.com. And I've had it for a while and I've been paying for it and I have not posted. And one of my goals this year was to start, posting on Not My Rabbit Hole. And so I did. By the way, my next post on Not My Rabbit Hole, I'm working on it right now, is about my interview with Adam Camacho for Bertaria. So stay tuned to that. That should be done by the end of this week. Between my studies, okay? Post today. Also, if you do want to make a donation to me on the site, you can do that at the tab. I'll make sure that I have a link to this post. When after I do this in the description of this video, so you can read it yourself. Subscribe to my blog. I welcome you. And this blog is also connected to my podcast that is on Spotify, which is Not My Rabbit Hole with Tere, Joyce. And I upload some of the episodes that I do here on YouTube get uploaded there. And some of the episodes on Spotify are different than are here on YouTube. So again, welcome to Not My Rabbit Hole. And you see on my site, I did make some changes to it from before, but Not My Rabbit Hole, that's Not My Rabbit Hole. And
expect some merch actually, because I'm going to have hats and T-shirts that will say that.
Yeah, I realize I should probably like read something. I've said a few things and I've just like completely ignored like anything that you're saying in response. My apologies. So AI Griff Patrol says it's been a crazy reaction since our interview. He says it's good to be seen. Siren, hi Siren. Glue it together. Cutting board. Type on 3 ultimate wood glue. Okay, I'll check into that. There's a video that's been held for review. Are you from Canada? No, I'm from the United States. Why do you say that? Why do I seem like I'm from Canada? I've dated a Canadian before. Does that count? Captain Apu. Hi, Captain Apu. Chef's in the building. I know you are a chef. I'm just a person who follows recipes. All right, what does this say? Are you a cigarette? Because I'd like to put that smoking hot butt. What? Well, that is just not appropriate. But okay. Anyway, no one's talked to me like that in a really long time. Anyway, all right. Here's one garlic clove. Okay. Yes, hot granny butt. Okay, here we go.
It's not my rabbit hole mugs. However, so I wrote this story today, published it. Started working on it yesterday. Spent quite a bit of time on it yesterday. And the time
You're never too old to get sexually harassed on YouTube.
of it is the Wood Chipper Gang and the $5,000 Hitman, a GoFundMe for Hitman story. And so I'm going to go ahead and read this, but I thought maybe it might be kind of fun because StreamYard has these different background noises that you can use. I don't know how long it will go for, but I think maybe I'm going to reduce it down to we'll try 30% or 30% on the noise and the sound in the background, but I'll read this with this is called Feeding the Ducks. Okay, here we go. How does that sound? Can you hear me pretty good over that? I think I might check into the chat. What do you say? Does that sound okay there? Is my voice coming out over the music well enough? Now I'm not sure if that should be actually to have the right mood for this particular.
This is what David Schroeder's upset about.
Smokey the Clown's here, and he is in this article. Smokey, I hope this. PayPal and Venmo accounts for donations. However, recently he began telling his viewers he planned to start a GoFundMe. His announcement of creating a GoFundMe sparked controversy.
Maybe I should start back. You might have missed that.
Has been asking Twitter, an alleged satanic ritual abuse survivor and author of the book Rabbit Hole, has been asking for donations to pay the back taxes he owed on his house for most of 2025. He would often say he had only a few months to raise the money before his home was auctioned, and would direct YouTube viewers to his PayPal and Venmo accounts for donations. However, recently he began telling his viewers he planned to start a GoFundMe. His announcement of creating a GoFundMe sparked controversy because the alleged composer, Thomas Schellenberger, had paid Schroeder donations in the past. And it was speculated that the reason behind his generosity was not out of concern for Schroeder's potential homelessness, but payment for Schroeder to fame people with whom Schellenberger had personal disputes. Schroeder's former moderator, Sherilyn Shekta, confirmed that some of the speculation might be partly true. David told me that Thomas was sending him $500 a month, said Shekta, during a Town stream. Schellenberger has denied giving Schroeder this amount each month.
So, I'm just reading a little bit here. I noticed AI Griff Patrol said if you were glazing Scar, you would have called the police for that content. Yeah, actually, we did call the all of us did call the sheriff's department at in Harlan, Iowa. I will get to that in a second. Yeah, we did call. So I guess I am like glazing that way, but
And said he had made PayPal donations to Schroeder only in times of need. Schellenberger is currently in a lawsuit with Michigan State University over allegations that he disseminated QAnon propaganda via Twitter, stemming from linguistics professor Laura Dilley's research paper titled QAnon Propaganda on Twitter as Information Warfare, Influencers, Networks, and Narratives. What was said in Sewertown that night played out like a Coen Brothers dark comedy. First, an ex-Schroeder follower, Smokey the Clown, joined the panel on Sewertown stream. Smokey told host Jesse Davis that he had been a part of several games, which included MS-13 and the Hellfire Club. However, the Hellfire Club existed long before he was born and was an elite, exclusive 18th century British and Irish high society group that engaged in taboo and libertine activities, according to Wikipedia. The Hellfire Club is also referenced in the Netflix series Stranger Things. But Smokey told the Sewertown listeners that English occultist Aleister Crowley founded the Hellfire Club. And that when he was 18, he joined the cult. Later, he became disenchanted because he found out they were into pedophilia, and he hates pedos. After finding Schroeder's YouTube channel, Smokey formed a woodchipper gang, a vigilante group against pedophiles. Schroeder would often laugh at the thought of the gang putting pedos in a wood chipper. He even joked about getting t-shirts that said wood chipper gang during one of his YouTube live streams. Schroeder accuses people of being child trafficking pedophiles daily on his YouTube channel without giving any police reports or evidence to back up his claims. Unfortunately, Davis, his wife, Pavana Davis, and I are few of the people that Schroeder accuses of being neo-Nazi satanic pedophiles. Just to let you all know this, you all were in deep threat, said Smokey. He said the gangs he had been associated with owed him 4 favors, and he could call them any time to have someone disappear. Smokey then asked Shekta if it was okay for him to say what Schroeder asked him to do. She gave him her blessings in the YouTube channel. Smokey explained how Schroeder had a 3-way conference call with Shekta and Smokey about how much it would cost to have someone be killed. Smokey explained how Schroeder had a 3-way conference call with Shekta and Smokey about how much it would cost to have someone killed by the woodchipper gang. Smokey said the price was $5,000. Coincidentally, Shooter had previously admitted that Sarah R. Adams offered to pay him $5,000 to take me down during a live stream on his YouTube channel. After Adams made the offer, Shooter began accusing her ex-business partner to hinder Gill and me of blackmailing and extorting her. Adams has a long-standing grievance with me for many years for exposing her as a fake psychic healer. And as of recent, I have done commentary on the Not My Rabbit Hole podcast about Adam's near fatal mushroom ritual that almost killed comedian Steve Harvey's daughter-in-law. Many of Schroeder and Schellenberger's online targets became alarmed when Schroeder inquired how much it would cost to hire the wood chipper gang to assassinate them. And they called the Harlan Island Sheriff's Department, where Schroeder resides. A deputy was assigned to investigate, but the crime was closed due to insufficient evidence to convict Schroeder of a crime. While Schroeder was under investigation by Harlan deputies, he launched a GoFundMe campaign titled, "Please help me save my house so I don't become homeless." Schroeder told his viewers that he needed to raise $2,200 before March or he would be on the streets. He also vilified me and others, saying that we wished him homeless and that we were child traffickers who murdered children. As part of his GoFundMe ask and updates, he accused YouTubers Daniel Dowd and Geo Farnsworth of murdering his friend Owen Wickard. During his initial crowdsourcing campaign, he gave updates about me with links to blogs and videos of Shooter insinuating repeatedly that I have child porn on my phone. Several of us have reported Shooter's GoFundMe campaign for libelous statements, but at this date, GoFundMe has taken no action on the matter. After Shooter raised the funds to pay off the back taxes on his house, he gloated on YouTube saying it was God who made his GoFundMe so successful. Was it God who made two anonymous donations of $1,000 within a day of each other, or an interested party in harming one of us by slander or assassination? So yeah, was it God who made two anonymous donations of $1,000 within a day of each other, or an interested party in harming one of us by slander or assassination? Schroeder made another video and revamped his GoFundMe and retitled his campaign to "Please help me continue my work fighting child trafficking." In the video, Schroeder tells his audience that he needs a laptop so he can write his second book. His ex-moderator Shekta was on Sewer Town. She said she bought Schroeder a laptop and had it shipped from the factory to him. Schroeder said he raised his GoFundMe to a goal of $4,500 and revamped his campaign because he needed a laptop. But if that's true, but if that's not true, why does Schroeder need another $2,500? Think about that. Schroeder said he raised his GoFundMe goal to $4,500 and revamped his campaign because he needed a laptop. But if that's not true, why does Schroeder need another $2,500? Would it be to hire a hitman?
All right, and just so you know, in a sense, when I'm saying could it be to hire hitman, I am being a little bit cheeky there, but I'm also theorizing, is it? Because like, if he doesn't need to have a laptop and he told people that he was asking for more donations to buy a laptop so he could write for his book, right? So how he's lying. It's been proven Sherilyn Shepta said she gave him a brand new laptop, you know, mailed to him from the factory. I didn't include this in the article, but she made payments on it. So she's a person that's on a fixed income. I don't know if it's disability or Social Security or whatever, but she doesn't have a whole lot of finances. And he just, I guess, accusing it of having, that he's being set up by it or something. So even that, he didn't say that in his GoFundMe ask that, oh, I've been given this, laptop that is not, has something wrong with it because they're sending me it. None of that. Just like, I don't have one is what he said. So that is that's not being honest on his GoFundMe. He is violating GoFundMe's guidelines by doing updates, by crowdsourcing, by making videos insinuating that we're guilty of crimes that there is no evidence of. Today I'm going to play a little bit of David Schroeder today, by the way. Did you think I was going to do that? Yeah, I am. Because that's the beginning. That's the article. I just played you the article so you know what I wrote. All right. And by the way, again, if you're just coming to this channel, good news. Really, Sarah Rachel Adams had her Facebook page not terminated, but it was suspended for 180 days, and that's really bad. All right. The only way you can get your account back is to appeal it, and in some cases they don't even give you an appeal. Now Sarah Rachel Adams is saying that, oh, it's because she was posting about Epstein, but that is so 2019. All right. You can just put Jeffrey Epstein in the search bar, and I actually showed a screenshot of that, of me doing that on Facebook. And there are tons of people posting and reels and everything. It's in the news everywhere. There is no restriction on talking about Jeffrey Epstein. So that is her way. In my opinion, that's her way of covering up what she's actually been saying on her social media. And some of the things she's been saying are incriminating to me and other YouTuber hosts and her ex-business partner, and even Jay Wiedner from Gaia TV. She accused him of basically uh, being biased against women on the network and possible, I think, sexual harassment, in which apparently they worked it out and he spoke to her and they made some sort of agreement. But I can't think that something like that's going to really help you keep your Facebook page if you're lying about people like that. It can't be okay. And it can't be okay because I have proof now that uh, Sarah harassed me on Instagram saying the wig Terry Joyce. She was doing the whole wig thing, right? Along with everybody else, Thomas Schoenberg and everybody else. So when you look at an overview of these pocket of people who do these things, why do they do these things? I mean, Sarah must have known that David Schroeder was a mouthpiece to attack me. She gave him donations. He went and lied about me on his channel. He has insinuated repeatedly about me having CP on my phone. And today he's going, "You prove it, Terry Joyce. You put a link when I said it." I go, "Yeah, I showed the clips from your channel on it." And by the way, I'm sure somebody will probably tell David Schroeder this, but that that my show showing you what you were doing to me about a couple weeks, that show that Blazin thought that she had the right to just stream, while I was streaming, and then stream it again after I asked her not to. By the way, Blazin, I'm not really finished with that copyright strike that I'm working towards you. So I'm still working on it. It's a little complex, but I think it might actually be a violation to stream somebody else's live stream while you're streaming. Because you want to know why? Because you're taking viewership away from that channel to be streaming what they're streaming live. That's the main violation. Like, you don't have a right to take my viewers over to your channel while I'm streaming the content that I'm actually streaming while I'm streaming it. That is not okay. Okay. Not okay. But anyways, that particular video. By the way, David, if you want to watch some of that of what you said, go check out Blazing Scars channel. She's got it up too. The one with the thumbnail where I'm painted green, that every single troll channel and person has used that is associated with Thomas Schoenberger? Yeah, that. Go find that, David. Go find that. You know, David, you also had Anonin in your chat before. I don't know what to say. And the funniest thing that happened before I go on with before I cut the bell peppers here, okay? Before I slice the bell peppers, okay? Um, David and Sarah, like 3 days ago, were saying that I was practicing witchcraft and sacrificing animals against him with a woman named Carissa, whom I've never met in my entire life. So he's also been saying that on his channel in the last 3 days. No evidence, no proofs, no nothing, just out there. And I was thinking, well, you know what? I'm a college student getting my MFA in creative nonfiction writing. When would I have time to sacrifice a goat? Okay. And I want to give a shout out to Stephen Cambion because Stephen Cambion, I was in this chat and he says something like, well, Terry, why are you wasting you need to punch it up. Why are you wasting time with somebody who only gets 100, views, meaning David Schroeder? Like, why waste a video? Why waste talking about a David Schroeder who doesn't get any views? Even he said that today. Except today he has over 700 views, while 75% of the video is about me. Right, David? So, but those are botted. Like, I have to admit, a lot of his, stuff is botted. But by the way, Stephen, he does have over 9,000 subscribers, which is more than me. So when you're looking at the algorithm and you're looking at people like making blog posts about you, regardless of how small they are, or, doing YouTube videos and this and that, saying these things that are complete lies, you have to do something. You have to do something about your algorithm. You have to do something about talking about like what they're doing. That is my argument. And by the way, just to point this out, this has been going on with me for 3 years with David Schroeder, and it's been going on longer with other people. For example, Geo Farnsworth or Daniel Dowd or Corey Daniel, he started in on them first before I got added to the list. So this has really been disruptive in my life, and I think that there needs to be something done about it. And I think it needs to be pointed out of what it's associated to. It's associated to lift the veil. It's associated, which was a far. Come on, guys. Lift the veil represents far right wing, fringe, conspiracy news media, which is something that he didn't want to admit it, but Thomas Schoenberger has been involved in, and even brought Isaac Cappy in as a guest on. And they're still spinning Isaac Cappy conspiracies in the midst of Jeffrey Epstein really becoming the files really coming out, really stuff really happening, and everybody wants to sit around and talk about this conspiracy shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna listen to how. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the things that he said this morning were absolutely uncalled for and disgusting. And let's play it. Let's play David Shirley while I chop some carrots.
Doesn't do their job. I send it to all the investigators I know who are doing their job.
Here.
At 10 o'clock when I do them. But this one is just going to be too good. I couldn't wait. I mean, I even took a bath this morning thinking that would slow me down. But so the first thing I want to say is, Tere, Joyce, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. After reading your article this morning, I feel your pain. Because Shelby.
It was weird is he made a comment about it yesterday and didn't even bother to read it. So now that he's finally read it, now he has something to say. Okay.
County, Iowa Sheriff Neil Gross and his whole entire department, they don't ever do their job. And you have these serious allegations.
Did you hear that? That's his laptop. That's his laptop thing. You heard it. Yep, there it was. He still has it open. He still hasn't fixed it. He still hasn't checked his notifications or turned that off yet.
That you want people to listen to. And so, since you were so kind to give everyone your email address on that blog that you just started.
And by the way, my email address, he's saying, since I was so kind to give my email address to everybody, he's now given it out to his investigators and emailed me. First of all, I don't have any email from David Sher, and my email is not on my blog. So this is total bullshit right here.
It
Creepy.
seems to be all about me. I sent you an email.
Giving me my private information. Well, I mean, my private information, which I have not put out on my blog. He is saying that he has basically, if you look at my ticker tape on my PayPal, hollywoodhempress@gmail.com, that is one of my emails. But that email is not associated to my Not My Rabbit Hole blog. So what are you talking about, David? Are you organizing people to come after me for something that I didn't do? Is that it, David? More bullying and intimidation from David Sher on YouTube. And you know what, David? This is going to end, and it's not going to end in your favor. Trust me. It's not. It just really isn't. It's unfortunate that David Sher and his followers that are in his chat. Oh, David, whatever. You don't have discernment. You don't double fact check. You don't see that what he's doing is lying. That's wrong on you. I feel sorry for you. By the way, they all seem to have like music channels, little tiny little music channels like the hubbub that follows Thomas Schoenberger. Like that's not a coincidence, right?
And sent screenshots of your entire art.
Little wannabes that think Thomas Schoenberger has coded messages in his music that he can't really confirm that he composes yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. Like, Thomas goes, well, when the rubber meets the mat, you're going to find out. Show us show your social sheet music, Thomas. Why don't you give credit to your singers on your videos? Where was it recorded? Who's doing the music? We'd like to know. We have a right to ask that.
To all the people that are investigating for me, all of the law authorities, and all of the people investigating, I sent your article, screenshots of your article, to all of them. I'm not going to publish those screenshots because I know how you are about copyright. But I wanted investigators to know what you were saying and to have a point of reference if anything in that article should change or be deleted. I wanted everyone to know. And I sent it out this morning, but you know that. And I put the link to your article on my blog.
Good.
I put it on my GoFundMe.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you for promoting my blog. It's monetized. Thank you very much, David. And let them go check it out because my blog is sourced. I basically repeated what was said on Sewertown that night. And that is not false or defamation. It is what it is. We did go to the sheriff's. You could call. Did you call Harlan? Did you call your deputy and find out if I really called about you? Because you should, David. Because I did. And so did some other people. Okay. So did other people. David, why don't you go check it out?
You wanted it. You want people on my GoFundMe to know what you're saying. So I posted your link right on that GoFundMe so that people can see. The funny part about it is Hunter, aka Smokey the Clown, you really are one of the dumbest fuckers I've ever met in my entire life. You realize that Sewertown wants to unalive me, right? You can just go read the emails from yesterday.
And what evidence do you have, David, that Sewertown wants to unaliven you? Where's the evidence? We have evidence that you actually were inquiring to have us unalivened. It's the other way around, right, David? Right? There's no proof on your other end. This is what David does. He flips it and then goes, no, it's really about me. And a lot of them do this. Blazing Scar does it. They all do it. Oh no, I didn't do that. They're doing this to me, right? They even like and David does it. So is Nasty Troll Media. They take old mentions that I make and they go, they won't leave me alone. They're harassing me. Even if you're not paying attention to them, they're going to pretend like you are paying attention to them. I'm sure he's going to do that right now, right? Ain't that right, Patrick? Right? Right? Yeah, you're part of it too.
It's on that blog. It's in the description. What they're going to do is what their plan is, dumbass, is they're going to unalive me. And then when it comes to doling responsibility, they're going to say how it's this fucking felon's fault who brags that he has connections to Hitman with all of his MS-13 buddies and all of that. And Sherilyn, they're even going to throw you under the bus. Because in Tere Joyce's article, she says that you were this supposed conversation that we had with Smokey, you were okay with him getting a hit. But Smokey is one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever come in contact with my entire life. If I was going to commit a crime, I would not involve his dumb ass. But you wanted everyone to know, Tara. And so I've made sure everyone knows. Everyone can go read your article. All of the police and the people that are investigating and all of this shit that I set out to, they have screenshots of your entire article. They don't even have to click your link.
Yeah, the police are already aware of this, David. I've already talked to them. What do you think you're going to accomplish here? That that Sherilyn said it. Sherilyn said it on your show. Smokey said it. She confirmed it. They both confirmed you called them up and had a three-way with this conversation. Like what? Like that doesn't make me guilty. If they're lying, then that makes them guilty. But for me to report what they said on a show, that doesn't make me guilty of anything, David.
You know it. Because I sent you an email this morning.
You can't even sue me for that because I have the evidence that took place. Those conversations happened on Sewer Town, David. Huh?
It'll be the last email I send you. But I first sent it out asking Corey Daniel, aka the Phoenix Enigma, and Sherilyn Schlechter, who I also sent it to. I wanted them to share it with you. But then after I found out that your email address is posted on your little blog and you want people to email you, I decided, okay, look, you can call me unsolicited when I never gave you my phone number. But you're putting your email address all out there. So yeah, I emailed you. I hope you liked jail, Hunter, because that's exactly where they want to send you. They want to send you back. They're setting you up. And you're too fucking stupid to actually realize it. It's kind of sad. But it's bullshit anyway. The stuff that Tere Joyce said was ridiculous.
It happened.
Stupid.
It happened.
I sent it off to legal authorities because there are some severe allegations in there.
Send it
And
to
my
the
sheriff doesn't do their job. And now they
where are there severe images in there? Like if you look at my blog, there is a picture that I put Smokey's picture in it, Sarah's picture in it, and Thomas in it, right? And there is a picture of Sarah, Smokey, and a screenshot of your GoFundMe and what you said on it of your first pitch. Is that scary to you? Are those serious images to be worried about, David? And does that worry you? Because there's no scary images on my blog. Maybe it scares you to see yourself and what you're doing, right?
Sheriff Gross is out of the office for an indefinite time, which is what comes up in his email. And they don't do their job anyway. I send it to all of the people that I know who do their job that are involved with law enforcement.
Who's that? Who's that, David? Like what evidence do you have to show anybody You've not shown anybody evidence of any of your claims. What he's saying you need to tag my a proof of the timestamp of I insinuated that you have had CP on your phone. I did. I went back and I tagged it. You said it. I have proof, David. What are you talking about? You said it. You've been saying it. Blazing Scar did a live stream showing it. Ain't that right, Blazing? Ain't that right?
But I did. Then I have to say that Thomas Schoenberger, I sent an email to you yesterday saying that I wish that I would have never accepted those those donations from you. You sent me $120 in a 60 time period right when you first met me over 2 years ago. And I've never heard the last of it. You just continue to go on and on and on.
But that's not what Sherilyn said. You said Thomas Schoenberger gave you approximately $500 a month by your statement, David. So this sounds like you're just trying to cover your shit up right now. Well, I didn't. Oh, he gave me this. He gave me that. It doesn't. Even if he didn't give you $500, he still gave you money. And you repeat the same defamation campaign that he's been doing on people for years and me before you even came into the picture with us. Explain that, David. And yes, law enforcement knows that's happening. Your sheriff department knows that's happening.
You made it all worth it for me. You see, I'm glad that you've gone on and on and on and on about those fucking donations. That $120 that you sent me for food. Because there's only $120. It was over 2 years ago. But yesterday, you told me that Johnny Dub knew who I was when it was in my live stream before you ever even knew who I was. But the timing doesn't fit because of those donations. You knew me way before you and Johnny Dub and that Australian dude, Chris McGimpsey Jones, or whatever the fuck his name is, started tag team harassing me through email every day, all day. You knew who I was first, but you lied. It's because you want to convince me that Johnny Dub is not Lucian Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple. You are dead set against that. But I can prove that you're a liar by your donations. And you donated to me. When you donated under Sophia.
He donates to him under Sophia Music. Oh, by the way, he donates to David Schurter under Sophia Music. So would that be Sophia Music participating in paying for harassment? The company Sophia Music or the artist or the composer Sophia Music? Because it wasn't Thomas saying that he paid David Schurter $500. It was Sherilyn Schickta, okay, with Smokey the Clown, who basically didn't disagree, pretty much confirmed it that on Sewer Town that's what was taking place. David, that means if I want to and I write a story or a blog, I can quote them saying that just like I did, and that is honest to what happened on that show. David, where is your source that anybody hired a hitman for you?
Music.
Huh?
So I can easily prove when those donations started and when you and Johnny Dub and that Australian Chris dude started your campaign to fucking harass the shit out of me.
See, he's a victim now. He's a victim now.
Mailing me. It's an easily provable lie. I know that you fuck with your emails. You'll send me emails and then delete those emails. So I take screenshots of everything immediately.
See, he needs to look argumentative and accusatory of Thomas Schellenberger so they don't look like they're implicated together. See, this is a big old stance here. To make him, oh, now I've got a problem. Now I'm going to trash him because, there's talk about him paying me to harass his targets. That can't be out there, can they? So let me talk about what muddy it up and then act like now he's mad at Thomas Schoenberger. When you should look at his blog post. He's sitting there talking about Sarah and how intelligent Sarah is and what he should do and not do and blah, 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 blah. And then Sarah posting about Sarah talking about what I did, what I'm doing with Carissa on his blog, even though he says I'm not. She blocked me, but you're still sharing her shit, David. She didn't block you, David, because you were talking to her through Facebook. You admitted, David Sherter admitted that he was talking to Sarah in Facebook DMs. And her Facebook page got taken down. That's why it looks like you're blocked from her, David. She lost her Facebook account. What does that say about your source that you're defaming me with on your channel and your blog? She didn't block you. She lost her Facebook, David. Yeah.
Because I know how this game works. But the whole situation is, you guys are fucked.
No.
Obviously, you guys
are, David.
And lying.
You are.
Lying. Trying to just throw as much shit on the wall as you can.
That's what you're doing.
Smokey is fucking stupid. He's stupid. If I get unalived, because I would never hurt myself. Ever. Never. And anyone.
No, here's how it works, Sarah and David and everybody. If I get unalived or anybody else associated to who is in that pocket that's under threat, you're under investigation. You're under investigation, Sarah. It's not the other way around because nobody threatened you. I didn't ever threaten you. There's no threat from the people who, by the way, David goes on, he goes, they're in a group, they're in Sewertown. You know what? I have a show called Not My Rabbit Hole. I have a podcast called Not My Rabbit Hole. I'm Tere Joyce. I am not associated. I know them. I am in their chat. I've been on the panel, but my show is not Sewertown. Guys, everybody. Okay?
Who knows me knows that it would never happen. I would never just disappear. Wouldn't do it. If I hadn't done it yet, I certainly ain't gonna do it now. You know? So if something happens to me, it's Sewertown. All the people in Sewertown, the first idiots I would look at, Gang McDowd, Chief Farnsworth, Tere Joyce, they were the ones who actually bragged about being involved with the murder of Owen. And Tere.
Excuse me? I have never bragged about being involved in the murder of Owen. Now I'm involved in the murder of Owen. Like, I've never been included before, but today, David Sherter says I'm involved. Right. Okay.
So you're saying that I've said on my live that you have child porn on your phone?
That's right.
Never have.
Yes.
Instead of just speaking in these fucking general terms, oh, he said this in a live.
Now he's denying it. Now he's denying it. I have a video. It's on Spotify. It's on Rumble. It's on X. It's on YouTube. I have proof. I made sure people saw that you did that to me, David. Blazing Scar did a stream of it. Yes, you did accuse me of that. Yes, you did, David Sherter. Yes. And you know what? Remember how I said that I was, going to do a civil harassment lawsuit against you for defamation of character? Expect that. I could use this and what you've done on GoFundMe. And if you lose your GoFundMe, which that's likely to happen to you, David, it'll be even worse for you. Do you understand that? Like, you sit around and act like you go, oh, we dance with impunity and we do this and that. No, David, you're the person who acts like you have impunity. You're the person that's doing this.
Fucking thing.
I'm done.
You're watching right now. I know you're all watching right now. So why don't you share everyone?
I was asleep when this was done. So I wasn't watching it live.
The link to the actual live and give the actual timestamp that I said it. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah, I did it already. Yeah, you're right. It is easy peasy, David. It's already been done. And you sitting there saying that it hasn't isn't going to make it look like it hasn't been done. Easy peasy. It's freaking everywhere, dude. Everywhere. Like even right now. Okay? Go to my community page, hit my blog, go to that part, click on the link, and you'll see the video that shows David Sher doing what I claimed in the blog. Yeah, easy peasy. You're right, David, easy peasy. And it's done. Done.
You supposedly took off my live link to my published live with the timestamp of what I said.
I showed your published live. I did a screen share. I showed that area on your live on my video. I'm not sourcing your video to my blog because someday you might lose your channel. So I have the receipt on my channel about what you said. Do you see how that works, David? It shows me going to your channel and playing your video. That's what's linked. I'm not linking your video. I'm not giving you a link. I'm not giving eyes on your grotesque video. Because you might lose it, David. I'm hoping you do. That's right. I said it. I don't think you belong on YouTube.
And when I said it should be easy for you. Fuck, Corey Daniel can remember the very minute he drove under an overpass, just driving around for his job. He knows the exact minute of it, so it shouldn't be that hard to actually the link of the live I myself published with the timestamp to what I said. You said I said.
You said it. Everywhere. In more than one video.
Traffickers, that's the summary. All of the people who were involved with helping Jeffrey Epstein and all of this fucking child trafficking, that's who I'm focused on. That's who I'm focused on. Let me give you this list. Michael King.
So is that how Sarah lost her channel because she associated innocent people like me with Jeffrey Epstein with no evidence? This has nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. You look like a fool, David. With all the files coming out, you look embarrassing. You're right. Stephen Cameron's right. I shouldn't even be talking about you. You're that insignificant on YouTube. How does that feel? Because that's what he was saying to me. Don't waste your time on David Sher. He's small chump change, basically, is what he said. Right, David? You think you have so much influence? No, you don't. You're going to find out who has influence, David. It ain't you. Step down.
Gabe Hoffman, Thomas Schoenberger, Lucian Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple, who had that Satanic Temple after school daycare. I'd be willing to bet that 14-year-old in Florida who just got busted being involved in the satanic neo-Nazi pedophile ring, and he just got busted on the grounds of terrorism and child pornography, I bet he's connected to them. I bet he's connected to that satanic after school daycare. They need to learn who was talking to him online, getting him involved in the shit that he was getting involved with. Because it's the people that I'm dealing with. I bet it's not like Daniel Dowd doesn't brag about how he's talking to minors online, meeting them in person. So you have Michael Aquino, Gabe Hoffman, Thomas Schoenberger, Lucian Dreams. Now let's just look at Sewertown, because Sewertown is the low-hanging fruit. They're all involved. Corey Daniel, aka
Cilantro.
the Phoenix Enigma, who's everything dead Isaac Cappy. He's controlled the narrative for dead Isaac Cappy since Isaac Cappy ended up dead. And his wife, Isaac Cappy's girlfriend, the supposed one who was the last one to talk to him when he was alive, Alicia Ray, also known as the Sicilian Witch. Then you have Jesse Davis and Paula Davis. You have all of these porn businesses, as well as the barely legal porn production. That's Paula Davis's. That's what Tere Joyce is completely connected to.
No.
Daniel Dowd, Geo Farnsworth, they're the ones who bragged about murdering Owen. Daniel Dowd wants to be heralded as a hero because for 4.5 years, he was never around, didn't know Isaac Cappy, but now he and Corey Daniel want to be heralded as heroes because not only was Corey Daniels not driving under an overpass and Daniel Dowd was gone, Daniel Dowd and Corey Daniel were on the bridge.
Let me just talk about like Geo Farnsworth, association to Isaac Cappy. Geo Farnsworth knew Isaac Cappy a lot more than David ever really did. Okay. And Geo Farnsworth was working with the Key Base and he was trying to protect Isaac Cappy. I don't think you've done any of that, David. I think your association to Isaac Cappy is in question about how much. I heard that you can go on DuckDuckGo and put in, I haven't done this yet, and I should do this. I'm sorry, Drew, I haven't. I'll make sure I do it. But you should go into DuckDuckGo and say, David Schurter and Isaac Cappy. And it will come up like, that they did not get along, that Isaac Cappy didn't even like David Schurter. So, David, what do you got to say about that? You're running an entire grift on your channel with somebody who's passed away, can't speak about themselves anymore, and and the internet can show that he didn't even like you, David. Yeah? Talk about a fraud on the internet. Talk about a scammer for a GoFundMe on the internet.
Isaac Cappy, a man that Corey Daniels went on and on for 4.5 years that he didn't know anything about, even though he married his ex-girlfriend, but didn't know anything about it. Manny Chavez, aka Defango. Brett Trimble is the military
Manny Chavez
that they have that's helping.
Defango, another person that Thomas Schoenberger has a problem with, is now in his grift. How'd that happen? Thomas been emailing him over and over again? Is that part of your donations to him for him to do? Is that it? Huh?
Make all the shit go away. He was the one who instrumented the whole fucking bullshit about Isaac Cappy. That's what he did. Anybody I forgot? I would start.
Don't think so.
Because they're heavily involved with all this child trafficking. I would want to know about those 25, 26 homeless camps that Corey Daniels talked about. He checked out those 25 homeless camps and there's no child trafficking anywhere. If I was a fucking investigator, I would start with him.
But you're not an investigator, are you?
Since it was a homeless camp.
You're a paid person, David, to defame people on the internet. You're a paid person to defame people on the internet. Nothing more. You're compromised. You have no sources to what you say. There's no evidence, and you're putting it on your GoFundMe. That is against their rules, David. I'll make sure they become aware of it. Trust me.
On the border of Arizona that had shackles for children bolted to the trees. You know, obviously, Tere and Joyce's allegations are serious, and they need to be taken seriously.
Yeah, they are serious.
They need.
You're right, David. They are serious. They are serious allegations. You're right. You should be taking them seriously, David. You should be taking them seriously. I can source where my information came from. What about you?
To be investigated. And Shelby County, Iowa Sheriff Department isn't helping them at all. Isn't helping them at all, but they don't do their job. That's what I find. Bill McDaniels.
They oh, wait till you hear this. This I reported. Tam, if you want to, it's timestamp 2601.
Basically going out and finding women that he can charge, and then he'll reduce the charges if they get him a fucking blowjob. And it's decimating the women.
Go back.
And Shelby County, Iowa Sheriff, Tere Joyce's allegations are serious, and they need to be taken seriously. They need to be investigated. And Shelby County, Iowa Sheriff Department isn't helping them at all. Isn't helping them at all, but they don't do their job. That's what I find. Bill McDaniels is basically going out and finding women that he can charge, and then he'll reduce the charges if they give him a fucking blowjob. And it's decimating the women. Or Chad Butler, whose younger brother was selling meth, and fucking kids. Selling meth to kids and fucking kids.
All right, no, that's not it. We haven't gotten to 2601. He tells me to give him a blowjob. So this is the setup here. But later on, we're gonna take it to where he tells me to give him a blowjob. Hold on.
Neil Gross isn't there. Is Chad Butler running everything? You know? You can see that all of this needs to be looked at. But they were involved with the murder of Isaac Happy. I believe they were involved in murder.
I see Phoenix is here. I'm gonna address you guys in a second. Put this stuff away.
Sent me yesterday. They were involved with the murder of Owen Winger. Laughed about it. And now my name is on that list. They include my name. So they're going to try and unalive me. That's my guess. They're going to try and unalive me and then blame it on the fucking felon who's running around bragging how he knows hitmen because he's involved with MS-13 gang members. The same one who stole, and all of this can easily be proven. You just have to go click on the description. But they're all in here, and they're all in here with anonymous little names to try and actually make all of this seem like, oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. Go read the shit for yourself. You know? No, you're not gonna actually go and start dissing on Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're only like 15. We're 16 minutes into it. It's absolutely foul to listen to.
They don't believe in Jesus Christ. They don't believe there's going to be any accountability for anything they do. They believe they're the power, and they have the authority, and they have the control. And for a long time, they did. For a long time, they did. That's starting to break apart. It's why all of these people are so focused on my ass. I don't even get 150 people watch my videos. I'm just an itty bitty little YouTuber with some stuff to say. So why are they so focused on me? There's not 33 people in here either. Now they're insulting me and sending bots in.
See, he's admitting to having bots sent to his channel.
Which I guess if
Who's doing that? Oh, probably Thomas. Probably.
you think that's going to work for you, go right ahead. You know, doesn't change the facts of anything. And the authorities that are involved are going to listen to this shit just as well as the fucking Dead Isaac Happy Club is. You know, they're going to watch all of it. But Tere Joyce, first of all, I don't wear panties. I wear boxers.
Oh, he saw my post. I said that he had his panties in a bunch over this, and it's really a repeat of what he says because he tells us that we have our panties in a bunch. So now, but apparently he has to say that he doesn't wear panties. He wears boxers. All right.
The things that you're asserting are quite serious. Needed to be turned into the police. So I did just that. Now, when people actually go to my GoFundMe, they can go click on your link and read your shit.
See?
Of course, I also put my rebuttal right underneath that. I think it's only fair.
All right. Let's stop it on that.
If I'm going to give you access to one of my venues, I'm going
So he has included my blog on his GoFundMe as an update and, a link to his blog commenting about my GoFundMe. And saying that I'm doing something wrong as part of his crowdsourcing. David, that's a violation. Do you not get that? Like you did it again. That's how far gone David is. Yeah.
to read to your allegations. It's just fair.
A retort. A retort to my allegations on his GoFundMe, on his crowdsource campaign. Let that sink in for a minute, right? On his GoFundMe campaign. I don't know. There's something going on about someone running their mouth. Okay. So, hi, Phoenix. I know there was no shackles bolted to the trees. This is a proven false story. Yes. David Sugar is literally crazy. He's just nuts. Captain Apu says Isaac hated David. The two brothers were on the bridge. And he also says, I've never. Oh, wow. There's been some trolls in here today. Thank you. I got a moderator, so they're taking good care of it. Thanks. Okay, so I added what did I do with it? I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I added some vegetable broth to it, so you want it to like kind of cover over everything. I mean, the recipe only calls for one, but I find that I like a little bit more in there. All right, so I'm gonna just double check. So I gotta add olive oil, Italian seasoning, and because we're really like it's weird to cook and then talk about this at the same time, right? But I'm the person to do it. All right, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1 bay leaf, and kosher salt and blackened pepper to taste. So I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna kind of start off with I just throw shit in. I mean, I'm just kind of like that looks good. I know I probably shouldn't do that, but I'll do something to taste later. Pepper. Ground cumin. 1 tablespoon. And a half teaspoon of dried oregano. Okay. Okay. and a half teaspoon of dried oregano. Here it is. And it says to put a bay leaf in, but I'm not gonna. I don't like the bay leaf. I don't know what the. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's like half a teaspoon. There. I'm telling you, this comes out really. Oh, did I do the? I don't think I did the tablespoon of olive oil. I didn't do that yet. Wait, vegetable broth. Yeah. There we go. Woo! Here we go. Let's see if I got that right. Hold on. Okay, that's gonna be on high. And then I'll have to put a picture in the frame when it comes out, and I should, if it might take 4 or 5 hours before it's ready. It's 2:38 right now on the West Coast.
Traffic in the thing needs to.
Okay. Oh, you mean like getting the 911 calls and the police reports, and then Phoenix says David Sher's lettering. Okay, yeah. Is it wedding soup? Needs more hot sauce. What he's saying. It's black bean soup.
It needs to be investigated.
I don't know if it needs hot sauce right now.
Sherilyn and Hunter, I'd be shaking.
Okay, so tell me this. All right, let me ask you this, because this is like cooking in real time. All right, so I did get a Serrano chili. Should I cook up the Serrano chili and put it in there? What do you think? What do you think, Gio? Like, should I do the chili? All right, I'm gonna wait till you until you respond. Okay. Right. Yes, you said yes. Woo! Okay, we're gonna put the chili in it. Yeah. Let me find it. All right, let me find it. All right. I've never done that with the chili, but I mean, I have done black bean soup with the chili before, but okay, look, we're gonna give it a little bit of spice while we listen to more David Sherter. Okay, if I don't want the heat, get rid of the seeds. Okay. Okay.
Try and set your stupid asses up. They are. They are opportunists after all. Now they feel
I'm gonna keep the seeds.
Get away with unaliving me and then blame it off on the felon who's bragging that he has all these connections to MS-13 and all of these gangs and can get a hitman anytime he wants. What a fucking dumbass. You're just so stupid. You just don't get it. And Sherilyn, the old bartender, they're going to decimate the two of you. All the while they're pretending to be your friends.
Not just a bartender, but an old bartender. Okay.
Because that's how they work. That's how they work with each other. That's how they work with each other. And they're desperate to try and get all of this to go away because they don't want this child trafficking to ever be exposed. But I'm not focused on Jeffrey Epstein and those files. How the fuck are those working for you? Getting really far on it? With it, are you? Think there's going to be any kind of justice anytime soon with it? Really? I think God is already punished for hurting children. I think he's about ready to be claimed by the fucking dark and he's fucking being eaten from the inside out. He's deteriorating in front of everyone's eyes. President Guard Hands, isn't they what they call him? Ankles. He's not in the best health. And yeah, do I think he's going to end up in the dark? Most assuredly. Most assuredly. Him and all the people who follow him. Because I believe, in the end, he was the false prophet. He is the false prophet. Never have seen any politician that has been able to do what he's done with this whole cult-like mentality. Got you all to even wear the mark on your foreheads.
What?
He is Fred Trump's boy, after all. You know? But do I think Hillary and Bill are going to end up in the dark too? Yeah.
Does anybody care about what you think, David?
Yeah.
No.
Biden?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bush family? Yeah. Everyone's up until they happen to be in the time of judgment right now. Not to mention he's fucking going insane. We're being run by someone with openly Alzheimer's and the aggressive kind that makes the people fucking angry. The fourth stage of Alzheimer's is violence. My grandmother Sher had Alzheimer's. They ended up having to stick her ass in a home and she tried to stab my dad. That's what ended up happening with Alzheimer's patients. It's only a matter of time. The dude's going to attack someone, and he won't be able to stop himself.
You know, I am going to add some more people to my moderator list, and I kind of like the way Jesse does it. Like, you know, if somebody's saying something, you know, give them time out. But if they're really, you know, they look like they're a bot or whatever, or they're just really, really crude, and I see it, then I might go ahead and get rid of that person. Let me see something. Okay, so, but anyway, just like I'm still trying to be a little bit more amicable with some people saying things, you know, but at the same time, you know, go ahead and time them out. Or if they are really, you know, saying some awful stuff and just completely demeaning, you know, then it's your choice to like strike them out or not. But yeah, I want to do that. Okay, so I was wondering if like, you know, like my lipstick is wearing off. So, oh wait, I want the retouch. Okay, yeah. I love it how they have a retouch, right? Make you look a little bit better on camera. But here, let me do the lips. Yeah. So now I have lipstick again. I don't know. Maybe this color's better. Is that better? Or that one? I don't know. I think that works, right? Fake lipstick. I love it. Ah! Okay, all right. I'm having my own. They dance with impunity. They dance with impunity. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then we're almost to the end.
That's part of Alzheimer's. And when he's gone, there's not a one who's going to be able to take his place. J.D. Vance can't take his place. Stephen Miller sure as fuck ain't going to take his place. All the people that he has around him, Kristen Nome, Pam Bondi, not a one of them is going to take their place. And when things go down, and they're going to go down, those people should be afraid because America's not headed for a civil war. We're not headed for a civil war. We're headed for a revolution. And in the end, those motherfuckers, if it follows through historically what every other revolution has gone through, they're going to fucking drag those motherfuckers out into the streets and tear them apart. That's how this shit works. They drug Mussolini's dead corpse through the whole fucking town. They don't have to worry about Nuremberg trials. They're going to be eaten alive by the fucking rabid hordes they have created in the last 10, 15 years. That's what's going to end up happening. It's what happens historically in every revolution. Every revolution. If people actually would read fucking history books instead of burning them, you know?
Okay, so let's just go to this. Oh, it's gonna get here.
Oh yeah, the hordes are going to get shredded, huh?
It's gonna get here in just a second.
Who backed down in Minnesota? Wasn't the people. Who backed down in Washington, D.C.? Wasn't the people.
Phoenix Enigma says David is so clueless about politics. He is so effing warped. Yeah, it's like really like I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's and the fact the way he says it, like he's so sure about it. Like this is the way it is. Like I know how it is. I'm David Sherter. I wrote Rabbit Hole. I'm a satanic ritual abuse survivor. I got credibility.
Who backed down with all of these tariffs? Wasn't the people. Just saying. Just saying.
We're getting to the sweet spot.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Right. Nothing obvious.
So I just got rid of you.
We're about to get rid of
I
you.
don't care about Super Trump. I don't give a shit about. There's nothing I can do about that. The sewer town and this bullshit child trafficking shit that I've been trying to expose and all of that. I can influence that.
Right.
I have influence over that.
No, you don't.
I can definitely get people interested in that. Tere Joyce did a fucking service for me by writing that article. I shared it everywhere.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, great.
So much, Tere.
Yeah, thank you, David.
I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Hold on. Hold on.
I feel your pain.
Hey.
Show me how to share.
Hi.
Never.
Inspections real quick. Oh, okay. I'm actually live streaming.
Daniel's a flow job. He'll do something. For
Yeah,
you.
I mean,
Like that.
quick. Hi. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Give him felonies and then drop the charges or down the charges.
Sorry.
Only give him a blow job. And then he falls down.
Oh, wait. They heard that too. Anyway, so. um, so. What? Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. She's not here. I forgot they were like inspections again.
Oh,
Yeah. So what are you using the pictures for?
we're just for structural damages, that's all.
Oh,
So we're just want to just get an inventory of what kind of washers and dryers we have. If there's any wall that is like full of mold, stuff like that.
oh, okay.
It's a beneficial inspection.
Yeah.
Benefits, yeah, then we
Yeah,
might get
yeah,
upgraded
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I think it were pretty good here. I mean, but I haven't seen any mold or anything like that.
Yeah, we try to stay on top of it.
Yeah. But like I don't know, there's a few chippings in here, like
Yeah.
around in there and stuff. So I'll try to cover you up so that nobody sees you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did it. I made it. I did a stream where I was making black bean soup while talking about things. So yeah, yeah.
That's what I was looking to say, yeah.
Huh? Okay. I was gonna like give it like maybe play a little music while I'm getting back to that last thing that or maybe I can like see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Let me see. Um Captain Apu, it was just advice, not an insult to this lady. She didn't have to agree with my opinion. Well, I don't know who that is. Really? Are you talking about me being the lady? I don't even know that I even um don't speak for everyone, only for yourself. Everyone has the right to express their opinion and F it. It's her channel. Hmm. I really don't know what that is about.
Oh, I thought you were.
So um it's kind of funny, like, right? Okay, so let me just add some music here so we can kind of I might like just do like so I can keep talking over it. I'll just do instrumental. Here we go. Here we go. Are we done? Oh my god. Okay. Bye. Okay. I wasn't Hey, at least they were cool, right? Oh, and look, I still have the virtual lipstick on. All right, so let me continue.
On his knees and prays to God right in front of him, thinking that's going to happen, thinking God is going to fucking forgive an unrepentant.
Is Sarah in the chat with the sock? Okay, all right. So let's go back to like, because they walked in right when you needed to hear what I wanted you to hear. All right. Sarah! Oh, you lost your Facebook. Oh, Sarah, you lost your Facebook. Did you lose your because you did something wrong, didn't you? Here we go.
Give him a blowjob. And then he
There.
falls down on his knees. Oh, it's over that. I can
It's coming.
be obvious. But
Okay. Sarah, stop telling people that I'm doing sacrificing animals with Carissa when I've never met her before. Let's talk about you like on Instagram drawing penises towards my face and blue on Instagram a few years back. What about the fact that you use an account called The Wig Terry Joyce, right? Right? You and David Sher are cooking some stuff up. Boy, you guys look really bad right now. You should be embarrassed. All right, it's coming up here.
I just got rid of you. Because I really don't care about the shit with Trump. I don't give a shit about, there's nothing I can do about that. But Sewer Town and this bullshit child trafficking shit that I've been trying to expose and all of that, I can influence that. I have influence over that. I can definitely get people interested in that. Tere Joyce did a fucking service for me by writing that article. I shared it everywhere. 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 Thank you so much, Tara. I really appreciate it. And I feel your pain. The Shelby County Sheriff's Department doesn't ever do their job. Never. Maybe if you agree to give Bill McDaniels a blowjob, he'll do something for you because he likes that. He likes to go after women. Give him felonies and then drop the charges or downgrade the charges if they'll only give him a blowjob. And then he falls down on his knees and prays to God right in front of him. Thinking that's going to happen. Thinking God is going to fucking forgive an unrepentant rapist who just sexually assaulted a woman, so he can go do it to another woman and get forgiveness for that.
Okay, so
The town knows. It's not.
that's the part I reported. 26.01 timestamp. Yep. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my stream today. We have the bean soup cooking. We had pictures taken by the staff to, see if there needs to be anything upgraded or changed in any bedrooms or anything like that. And you know, they've been like playing around with the keys on the door. My door key's been taken care of already, but I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so they gave us a notification. I thought maybe they were going to come in here because we already had our inspection, but or it wasn't like I didn't look at the second email. Whatever. Anyway, they became part of Not My Rabbit Hole. You never know when you might become part of Not My Rabbit Hole. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.